So Quantum Circuits builds quantum computers. So we build end-to-end systems and we're making them available to everybody through private and public cloud access. Oxford Quantum Circuits has been going for 5.5 years, and I've been very privileged to be leading the company on that journey since our incorporation. We've taken a concept, a unique way of building a quantum bit, all the way from a piece of paper, a patent developed by Peter, our founder, all the way through to quantum systems that are available, accessible as products today. We are putting our systems into data centers through partnerships and high-performance compute centers through partnerships. And yeah, it's been a fantastic and incredible journey, and we look forward to building deep partnerships with incredible organizations to help serve customers all around the world. Quantum computing is going to be huge. It already is today. We're seeing pretty much every single market vertical start to interact with quantum computing and think about the impact that it's going to have on their businesses. That said, it is still nascent, so it's early stage and it's going to grow significantly across the next few years as the technology enables great applications with greater business added value. There are challenges with scaling quantum systems. Ultimately, we need to be able to build computers that are large enough in terms of number of qubits, but it's not as simple as building more qubits. They need to be high quality qubits, and ultimately we're building systems. We need to be able to overcome some of the key challenges of access as well, so that customers can interact with the systems today, and learning. Access being people need to be able to interact with quantum systems today in a way which is compatible with their existing data infrastructure. And the second, learning. It's actually quite challenging to understand how to write quantum algorithms and interact with a quantum system. So we need to be able to support customers on that learning journey by providing access and supporting people today already. The challenge of encryption and what quantum can present and represent in that is one that we should not take lightly. Ultimately, the existing RSA encryption techniques that are accessible and available today, they typically can take 1 million years with classical computers, but with a quantum computer of only, 20,000 qubits, we could start to think about how we could decrypt that in less than 8 hours. So it certainly presents a significant challenge that we do need to think about today, especially where you have the problem of harvest data now and decrypt later. There are definitely steps that we can take to mitigate the risk of quantum decryption. So first of all, there's many companies that are starting to think about the problem of post-quantum cryptography, and governments are leading challenges and also putting quite a lot of funding towards solving these types of problems. But it is also a problem that businesses do need to think about today. In the future, you will need to think about every single piece of technology that is connected to the public internet and how you're going to upgrade that to post-quantum cryptography. So it is a challenge that key stakeholders do need to start thinking about in terms of their quantum strategy, both opportunistically, like where can quantum help my business, but also how can I mitigate the risk when it comes to encryption. Quantum computing is going to impact pretty much every single market vertical out there and pretty much every stakeholder, from industry to businesses, governments. Ultimately, this is a societal problem, so societal problems involve everybody. So I really think this is an ethical challenge that everybody needs to be involved in that conversation with, from business to government, through regulation, through policy. But ultimately, the people that are building and developing the technology and the people who will be applying the technology do have significant responsibility, myself included. I do not take that lightly, to make sure that we are considering the ethical implications and developing the technology with that consideration in mind now, today. And that's a huge opportunity, because we cannot be naive to the fact that simply being well intended does not necessarily mean being well applied. It's obviously still limited, but you do need to be able to access it and start developing on these systems today. I would expect that transition point of business value add, i.e. you as a customer can solve problems that have been currently intractable, even if it's just a really small subset. I expect that to happen 2027 from our roadmap and our projections. So it's not so far away for making real value and money. What excites me the most is the opportunity to understand Mother Nature herself. We fundamentally don't know how the world works. Every molecule, every atom is quantum mechanical, and we can't accurately simulate that, and that's just wild. But with a quantum computer, you could take every single building block and understand the fundamentals of the world around us and manipulate it. Now, practically, if we take an atom or a molecule, say something with 72, 75 electrons, that would take 1,400 years to simulate on the world's biggest supercomputers. You could do that with a quantum computer of a few hundred qubits in a matter of minutes. And that translates to, new batteries, new drug discoveries, real intractable problems that are huge issues for society, and quantum being an incredible tool to unlock all of these biggest challenges. So really, really excited about things like that.